Tonight, it's the National Football League.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White. White going to come out throwing. He finds Corey Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The play fake, now White. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. To throw, White. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Commanders making their way out. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
On his 3rd team in 3 seasons, Carson Wentz finally found his spot where everything clicked, and it was in the nation's capital. He's elevated his game and become a big-time leader for this Washington Commanders team. And now in his 1st season in D.C., he has him playing in the Super Bowl.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now Wentz. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz looking for Gibson, and he's got him going across the formation. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York set to take the field. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and they'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now White. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, a quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Wentz now to throw. And it's a fumble. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Hall. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. One quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's Washington with the early lead. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first. Now Wentz. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Now Wentz again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. White. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to... At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part, because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Now Joey Slye for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So out now come the Jets. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, and a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the 1st down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
A gain of 3, second down. Ball again on second down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right.
There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 70 yards. And the Jets are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I know there are a bunch of people that actually hate this route. They don't think it's successful very often. But if you get a little bit of space and you throw it in the right spot, you can see the end result. We just saw a touchdown.
Yeah, we did. Who's it usually tougher for? Obviously, that was a great catch. Is it tougher on the passer or on the receiver there on the fake?
I think it's tougher on the passer to put it in the right spot and give the receiver an opportunity. The receiver just usually goes and finds the football.
He did there and got a touchdown out of it. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's White. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Slide for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another first down. On play action, it's Wentz. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Throwing now is Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing is Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now White. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. White looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Wentz now on 1st down. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Zuerlein now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Wentz firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Shotgun now for Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 52 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down at the 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. Forced out to his left. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Samuel bringing in the slant. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. White. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Wentz going to throw. Manages to locate McLaurin for another catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Wentz to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And now out come the Jets. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Out of the gun, it's White. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. To throw, White. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now White with a 1st down throw. Caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From just shy of midfield, White going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, it's White. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Off play action, here's White. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Now White. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's White. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gibson again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They want that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. They did it. The Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.